Iris Apfel, most widely known for her eccentric fashion and style, died March 1 at 102. Energetic and hard-working, Apfel's iconic fame came in her 80s and 90s, at a time when people are expected to exit stage left. For Apfel, these were the decades when her life catapulted to celebrity status. Like many others, who have thrived in later life, Apfel's life dispels ageist myths and stereotypes that are prevalent in today's culture and media. Namely, that age and competency are intrinsically linked when, in fact, they are not. Born in 1921, both of her parents were successful business owners. Apfel studied art history at New York University, before attending art school at the University of Wisconsin. After graduating, she was a copywriter for Women's Wear Daily, a fashion trade journal. At 27, she met her husband, Carol Apfel, and they married a year later. Working with her husband, they founded Old World Weavers, a tapestry business specializing in antique reproductions and fabric restoration. The specialization gave them entree to the rich and famous, including Greta Garbo and 9 sitting presidents. For 42 years, they ran the business, traveling extensively to discover designs and fabrics that catered to their high society clientele. Apfel's travels enabled her to acquire exquisite jewelry and fabrics from Middle Eastern souks, which she paired with extravagant clothing and coats, often sporting feathers and fur. Her trademarks were combining high and low-end pieces, loading both arms with large, sometimes garish, bangles, layering necklaces one after the other and topping it off with large, saucer-shaped glasses. When they sold their company in 1992, Apfel stayed on as a consultant. She never stopped working, it was part of who she was. Because she remained engaged and active, Apfel adventurously embraced the diverse paths that opened up to her. In 2005, the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute asked to showcase some of her unique jewelry. When they realized the display would be more effective as part of complete attire, Apfel opened her closets to the curators. A display with more than 80 styled ensembles and 300+ accessories resulted. Appropriately titled Rara Avis, the Irreverent Iris Apfel, the curation acknowledged Apfel as a rare bird, whose unique style never followed tradition. Apfel's style of mixing glam with costume, bold with bolder and never shying away from adding just one more of anything and being able to make it work made her a fashion icon. After the Met's show, people couldn't get enough of her. Apfel was 84. Fashion and art have long been two different conversations, but in recent years, the distinction has become increasingly tenuous. It is commonplace now for museums across the globe to host fashion exhibitions. McQueen, Gaultier and YSL have all had major museum shows, to name just a few. And it's people like Apfel, with her visionary style, who have helped contextualize fashion as a modern art form. I think these exhibitions are very important, because they bring new people into museums, she says. Some people are afraid of museums because they feel inadequate, like they don't know enough about art. But people wear clothes every day, so they find fashion less intimidating. Tellingly, museums have reported great surges in membership following their fashion exhibits, due to visitors feeling like they could relate to the work shown. In a culture that fetishizes youth, Apfel has become an unlikely idol, inspiring younger generations with an immutable confidence and a witty, more is more style.